how, when, and why function point analysis as a methodology took its origins. The topics that we will cover here are: is software domain a unique one? What is the origin of function point analysis? What is IFPUG? Why function points as a unit of measurement for software? And we will see why not use lines of code for measuring softwares. First, is software development a unique domain? The answer is yes, because there are some characteristics which sets the software domain apart from other business domains and industries. The main outstanding characteristics are that in software there is this absence of physical dimensions. There is nothing that we can weigh, see, touch and feel to measure softwares. And there is this possibility of reusing and duplication in software. We can reuse already written code, we can reuse some components already built, we can duplicate applications, etc. Such things are not possible in other domains like manufacturing, construction, logistics, healthcare, etc. We cannot copy-paste walls in constructions, nor can we reuse the medicines given to the patients. Therefore, analogies from other domains with respect to estimations have very little relevance in software industry. Having agreed that, now let us see what is the origin of function point analysis. In the software industry, there is a software client who acquires softwares at a cost, and facing the client is the delivery head of the software vendor. If the delivery head moves to the right side of the table, facing the delivery head will be one or more project managers who have to provide statuses and insights to the delivery head. And if the project manager moves to the right side of the table, there will be one or more project leads and the team members who have to report their work to the project manager. These people on the right side need to take decisions which are vital for their respective businesses and operations. If people on the left side use qualitative language like order management application is big or membership management application is small, such qualitative statements will not leave the decision makers on the right side in a right position to take decisions. As a client, one would want to know what is the value to be assigned to the softwares being acquired. As a delivery head, one would want to know on what basis should I justify the quotation submitted to the client. As a project manager, one would want to ensure that whatever has been budgeted in terms of costs, schedules, etc. are realistic, and see that projects are not over budgeted to make them expensive or under budgeted, which causes stress in the team. People on the right side will want quantitative insights to be able to take better decisions. This is where Alan Albrecht of IBM in the 1970s publicly released a methodology for functionally sizing software in quantitative terms, and this went on to become the function point analysis methodology that we know today. From there, IFPUG has evolved and proliferated the methodology to its current state. So what is IFPUG or IFPUG? IFPUG is an acronym for International Function Point Users Group. It was formed in the year 1986. It owns and maintains the function point analysis methodology. IFPUG's functional size measurement methodology is called function point analysis, or in short FPA. The units of measurement in FPA are called function points, or in short FPs. And FPs are like de facto standard of unit for measuring softwares. IFPUG provides documentation support. It keeps releasing latest versions of the Counting Practices Manual, which has all the guidelines, procedures, rules, glossary, etc. to assist the practitioners to implement the function point analysis methodology consistently. Over the period, IFPUG has evolved the methodology itself. Though the basic tenets remain the same as Alan Albrecht has come up in the 1970s, these modifications to the methodologies have been accommodated to ensure that they are relevant in newer development environments. And IFPUG keeps providing updates to its members through various journals. It also keeps conducting conferences where practitioners from the world over come together to discuss its practice and to identify the necessary evolutions required in the methodology. IFPUG also conducts examinations to qualify the practitioners who are required to apply the methodology consistently and make the measurements comparable across the world, across organizations. More details about IFPUG can be found at this website www.ifpug.org. Now we will see why we should use function point as a unit for measurement of software. For software, there has been no accepted and established unit of measurement like there has been for, say, weight or length or volume, among others, which are applicable to physical products. Nor is it as intuitive as the number of service requests handled in a period of time, like say number of problem tickets resolved in a period of time, or the number of customer records processed in a period of time. Software actually is a mixture of both product and service. So what aspect of a software should be measured to assign a size? That is where function points will measure the benefits provided to the users in terms of the tasks and services performed by the softwares for satisfying the business information processing need of the users. And finally, we will see why not use lines of code as a unit of measurement for softwares when softwares are inherently built of these lines of code. The reasons are, first of all, these lines of code are only available when the software application is built. But that is not where we will want to do the estimation to build the softwares. So, lines of code as a unit of measurement will not be of much use when it comes to estimation. Also, there is no one standard definition of what a line of code is. Is it the logical lines or is it the physical lines is not clearly defined. What about one line of code which does multiple logical functions within? Or what about one line of code which is intentionally split? And how do we measure the looping statements, etc. is not clearly defined. And also, lines of code is very much programmer dependent. An efficient programmer can build a certain functionality in lesser lines of code, whereas an inefficient programmer may take more lines of code to build the same functionality. So if we start assigning size to the lines of code, then code optimization and refactoring may take a hit. So lines of code is of not much use when it comes to providing a foundation to build the other software development metrics. Having said that, it is very easy to measure lines of code. Thank you.